Yes.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 36. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee, as we have known thee, that there is no God but only thou, O God. Shew new signs, and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation, and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary, and destroy the enemy. Make the time short. Remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let the powers that oppress the people smite in sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say, there is none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. O Lord, hear the prayer of the servants, according to the blessing of Aaron over thy people, that all they which dwell upon the earth may know that thou art the Lord, the eternal God. In Christ's name we pray. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hey, man. Hey, on the Israelite channel, I want to pull up a video to mark up.
Today's class, the beast system that controls the mind of religions, Israelites, Islam, and the whole world.
Some of us don't think that the beast system is still in control. Some of us thinking the Israelites are in control. If they were, they wouldn't be in sin. What I'm learning, man, is that the nation is not taking this movement serious. They're not. And these you Israelites out there not taking this truth serious. Today is a high holy day. We should be, everything that you dealt with this week should be left on the curb where you came from. You should be coming in, man, amongst family, happy to see each other, but you're not because you still caught up in the beast system. Your mind. This is what they do. Give me this first letter, Ark. Let me show you what's going on. See, a lot of you don't know what's going on out here in this world. Because they haven't shed Walmarts down in your community don't mean that it won't be closing down soon.
That's right.
Because they haven't closed Kroger's down, man, I'm trying to figure out is that in Chicago where the Uber drivers or Baltimore where they just robbing them, stealing their cars?
So that's Chicago.
You thinking people ain't thirsty out here? And who is causing all of this? The beast. The people that are in control of this world. The people that you don't know. That they're not going to show their cards. But read this,
Hegemonic. The ruling 1% of the world.
You thinking this world, you thinking they're going to allow us, you thinking they didn't infiltrate this truth once it started? You're going to find out a lot of the doctrines that we were being taught, it's not true. They based on lies. No one go do the research. No one digging deep in this word. They feeding us hand-me-down leftovers. And we eating it. But read.
Hegemonic are worried about losing its dominant position in the world economy, going from unipolar, one great power, to multipolar, two or more great power in this global system. This happens when an empire begins to decline, the decline of world elite empires. When decline happens, scramble begins with the 1%, those at the top.
Y'all looking at that East Palestine up there, that train derailment? Y'all looking and seeing the garbage that's going over there in Ukraine? Did you know Ukraine is nothing but the Khazarian old empire? Do you know the people that's running Ukraine are the most worst politicians on the planet? Did you know the president used to be an actor? A lot of you don't know nothing. Y'all just let the news pass by you. Don't examine it to see what you're being taught is true. Read.
The rich do not want to lose all of the wealth they control.
You think about it. A lot of you at work, think about how many generations done been on that plantation. Because some of you thinking your job is a job. Job just it just means plantation too. Slave. Right. That's all it means. How many of these people, these elites, when you pass by these golf courses, they out there in the middle of the daytime?
Bring it out.
How many? Some of you don't take the time to pay attention to what's going on. How many of their wives are at these jobs slaving, or they at the Botox center getting their face shot up? Think about it. While we are here laboring to keep their empire afloat, they're not gonna care about how they treat you. They're not gonna care about your mama dying of cancer. They're not gonna care about your children's giving them all these shots before they 2 years old, 80-some shots almost. Right. They're not going to care about you.
That's right.
You just another slave.
That's right.
But read.
Also, all the privileges that goes with being the upper class of the entire world. The elites have the wealth and the political power, which is the court system, judges, mayor, police, and armed service to control the masses, to shift the burden off onto the bottom 89% class of people. They do by putting the 10% in power.
You're thinking about these people that you see, these judges, these mayors, these police officers. All of this is a fraternity. It is to keep order. That's why you have your Masons. That's why you go through a college system to prove to them that you are about this system. I'm saying a 40-year-old man, $47,000 in debt already. This is crazy, but read.
To control the 89% of the people that live from check to check.
Some of you don't know, majority of you living from check to check.
That's right.
Look what they're doing. They're destroying empires. When you don't do what they say, what they do, they went into Syria. What they do, they went into Iraq. What are they doing when you don't? You're thinking that these earthquakes are happening on their own, or they not behind them. Just like they did down there in Haiti. Who the one went down there and started buying up the land?
Bring that out.
One thing that I say, we are robbed of knowledge. Why are we robbed of knowledge? Because some of you in here don't like to read.
That's right.
That's why you robbed of knowledge. You want to hear from somebody else. Pass down information. That's what we love. We love that regurgitated information.
That's right.
Somebody else said it. You didn't go prove it. Keep reading.
They have been controlling the masses for over 3,500 years.
Read on.
And now the redistribution has reached this limit.
See, it don't reach this limit. That's why you're seeing the corporations starting to consolidate together. They're merging to continue to hold on to their power. Keep reading.
With their empire now declining, the corporate leaders, the wealthy, start with inflation, which is raising prices on food, household goods, gas, electric bill, rent, and anything needed by the masses.
You understand how they're controlling us? That dollar controls you.
Bring it out.
Some of you want to get rich before finding Christ.
Bring it out.
That's how it is. We'd rather get rich, man, in this system that you only got play money. I owe you notes in your pocket. So when you see these brothers and sisters got money, all they got is paper up on their ear.
Mm-hmm.
It's worthless.
Try like that.
And 90% of them got fake gold on.
That's right.
You thinking these people gonna give us anything true? You thinking this system is gonna lead us in any news media ain't gonna do nothing for you?
Big facts.
We're gonna accept what they give us because we don't want to stand up, and the mans don't want to be mans, and the women's they ain't standing up to be women's. That's why they call you boy, girl, gal. That show you how much respect they have for you.
That's right.
They don't love you, man. They love to control you. That's why they stick crack in your neighborhoods, the dope in your communities. Why are you thinking the people mind? These children can't even think for themselves.
Bring it out.
They start them out on drugs now. What, 5? You come out the womb now smoking a blunt.
Straight like that. Straight like that.
And how much do you get on return on that smoke that you blow in the air? We don't think, man. All we do is we love to please the flesh. Read up.
Faster than wages.
Faster than wages. So how can you pay your bills now when they don't raise rent up to where so many people can't even pay their mortgage? Yes, you know how many people's probably behind on their mortgage today?
Bring it out.
Sitting in their house scared they're going to be evicted soon or their car getting repoed. We're not considering nothing in this beast system. That's why you don't see no movement in the Israelite system. We ain't trying to come together and build nothing together. All we want to do is tear each other down because everybody think everybody dark skinned is an Israelite.
Bring it out.
That's an Israel lie.
That's right.
That's another lie.
Right.
And we all the same people, well, we don't show the same love.
Bring it out.
Read up.
Raising interest rates on housing, cars, and credit cards. People cannot afford their lifestyle anymore.
That's why you're seeing them out here. You're seeing most sisters, they talking about in LA, so many sisters out on the street selling themselves, just like there is cross seas. This is what the elites do. They love to go into these countries and sleep with little boys and girls.
That's right.
Selling our children's out, man. People's acting like they can't get up. And that's why it's good for everybody to start looking for a house, man. So you can get back there and grow your own garden.
That's right.
We don't want to do that. We like to go scan at Walmarts. It's sad, man. The beast system has got control. You know, when you're talking about Islam, I'm going to destroy that too, man, because the Lord put it in my spirit. Because I went and did the research on it. I didn't do the video yet. But y'all going to find out Muhammad was just Jesus. I know it's a lot hard for you. That's all Muhammad was. He Jesus. When you look up their doctrine, and let me tell you something. Where was the Quran? When was the Quran? Nobody knows nothing, man. Nothing. We playing these games, man, and we out here being the fools. Keep reading,
The burden of a declining empire. This then turns the 89% of people into uproars, outrage, crimes, scamming each other, and murders. It is also an uptick in murder and suicide, the killing of whole family and of self. I
just seen a young man, 20 years old, get up and stab his mother to death this morning. I've been seeing this thing. Be careful. Be careful, man. You dealing with a society. I'm talking to my brother in Penn. Guys coming in there. I had to get on him the other day. Nobody want to listen, man. Everybody want to do it their way. And if you're not researching and studying and finding this information now, what way are you doing it?
Bring it out.
How are you going to succeed? It just don't make no sense to me. Read on up.
They've made life more difficult for the masses.
They made life more difficult, man. Why are you seeing so many peoples on the corners now? You can't even get to a red light. Somebody up there got a sign up begging for money.
Big facts.
You didn't see this 10, 15 years ago. People's got tents everywhere.
That's right.
Because they can't afford the rent. You think it ain't gonna happen to you, huh? You know it all, don't you? You the one in the hood running the hood, ain't you? It's gonna happen to you because you got pride on you.
That's right.
See, a lot of those peoples out there in them corners, they got pride on them.
That's right.
They couldn't be told, hey, you need to stop doing, and most of them on drugs anyway.
That's right.
That's what they are, and some of them are not. Some of them will lose their house. Some of them don't lost their job. You wake up in the morning, you don't know what's going to take place tomorrow morning.
That's right.
The day ain't over with. Anything can happen.
That's right.
Are you prayed up?
Bring it out.
Huh? Are you in lines with the commandments?
Bring it out.
And that's life.
That's right.
If you leave here today, what will be your outcome?
Bring it out.
Some of you don't think, man, because the beast system has taught you to be docile in the mind.
That's right.
Read on up.
That believe in the beast system. in order that the elites at the top can even have more wealth, more power to control the whole world.
That's all they want to do. Control you. When you go into any country, you got to have a passport to even go. You got to have permission to leave the country. Anything you do, you got to go to your master. We ain't in control, man, because we ain't thinking about taking control.
Bring it out.
We good with where we at. Give me 2 Corinthians 10:1. We good where we at, man. We Gucci. We Gucci being on the bottom, hating each other. We wake up in the morning, man, we don't think about these things. We don't think about these things, do we? We don't think about them. We don't think about forgiving and loving each other. Read this,
2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 1. Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Christ.
He said, I'm going to exhort you, man. You thinking someone speaking loud. It's not meekness and gentleness. Just want to get into your ear.
That's right.
Because some of you, man, if you speak low, you don't hear.
Bring that out.
Because some things you don't want to hear. The world don't want to hear what we got to say. Why you thinking the news media skip by us? Why there is no news media speaking on the things that we do in the help changing young brothers and young sister lives? What we doing is 100% positive.
That's right.
But to the elites, it's 100% negative. Read on, up.
Who in present and based among you,
Who in spirit is a humble amongst you. Read.
but being absent and bold toward you.
Read on.
But I beseech
But I exhort you. Read.
that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence,
Having meekness and gentleness. Read.
wherewith I think to be bold against some.
And I think to be bold, some of you got to bring that rod out, man, that word out. Some of you have to get in somebody's ear, man, and tell them the truth. Because what our people do, what have the system taught us? To be the greatest liars on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
To deceive. That's why you see so many bad marriages. You see so many single. And let me tell you something, being single, it's the worst thing you can happen for you today. You got to pay all those bills by yourself. See, either party don't think about that before they make that grand decision. You don't think about that, how hard it is for you to pay all those bills. The system is set up. They didn't even have child support here into the late, early 80s. They figuring out how to get you all kind of ways. And you ain't figuring yourself to get out.
That's right.
You love being in this matrix. You love being somebody ruling over you.
It's great like that.
You love it. Because if you didn't, y'all would start standing up.
Right.
All week long, nothing. Nothing. Man, we at war. Some of y'all don't know it. You ain't got to go to war with guns.
Right.
We can't defeat them that way.
Come.
We got to defeat them with knowledge, man.
That's right.
That's how you defeat your enemy. Now war is won with a gun.
Bring it out.
See, but some of you think it is.
That's right.
If you know how to plan, plot, and strategize, you can defeat any enemy.
That's right.
But read,
which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh.
According to the flesh, man. According to the body of this world, man. Fleshly wisdom. See, a lot of you come in with fleshly wisdom, man. Some of them be asking questions on the email, man. Calling, asking questions about things. I'm not finna answer your dumb questions.
That's right.
Wasting my time. Are you in a class? Are you in a school? Are you just on that other level? You want to know it all. We don't even consider what we're doing. It takes all of us. And one thing that we don't do, we don't like to communicate. That's another thing.
Big facts.
We text message kings round and queens round here. We don't like to talk to each other. Why? I don't get it. We can't. How are we gonna take down anything if we can't communicate? I don't get it. Hebrews 4:15. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what we're doing. Sometimes I don't get it. We at war with each other because that's what they taught us. To kill each other. To pull each other down. Read that up.
Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmity.
Christ went through the same thing. Christ proved to us that we can do what we do. Some of you just don't know Christ yet.
That's right.
Some of you ain't invested in Christ. That's where your stock should be.
That's right.
All your money should be on Christ.
That's right.
If you in the Russian roulette, everything on Christ today.
That's right.
Some of you, now I'm gonna put $1. That's how weak your faith is. See, when you weaken the faith, you question everything and do no studying, no research on nothing. But when you come in, you're getting taught, it don't stick to you. So these meals we teaching, it don't stick to you real because you're not following. Read on up.
But was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin.
Yet without sin. He lived yet without sin. I hear people say, yes, it's hard. You in this world, man, everywhere you go, everything is crooked and upside down. It's hard to even go outside now.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to go to work, go to the store. You just see everything out of order. Why isn't we not making that, being that light to the nation? Christ did it. Christ did it. And I always say, the blueprint and the foundation was laid with Christ. Right. And if he can do it, you can do it. Nobody gonna get you into the kingdom. You gotta get yourself in.
That's right.
You're gonna be accountable for self. Because when you think about people, when they got their crack pipe, they do it for self.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
They ain't doing it for to get you high too. There's not enough crumbs to get on put on the pipe. You should be betting on Christ. This is your only way to life. Your only way. Give me James 4 and 10. This is your only way. James 4 and 7. This is your only way. This is your only way.
Right.
This system is gonna crash soon.
That's right.
Are you prepared? Are you telling your families? Are you trading information with them? We know that they're not going to really accept it. Because when the beast got your mind, it's just like crack got your mind. You can tell a crackhead that you're going to put them in $1 million house. They're going to tell you they'll crack it out in a week. I'm just telling you. You can give a crackhead $100,000 and it's talking about it just us too. How many of you would have that $100,000 6 months from now? At least make that $100,000 make something for you. At least set up a business for you. Some of us, we got to get them Jordans. We got to go get that new car, you know, them clothes and all these other things that are not important. That's how beasts make you think. Because if they was giving reparations, they already showed you what you'll do with it. Cadillac stock will go through the roof. The casinos will be running at the highest volume. Because that's how we think. We don't think like a normal man or woman to provide and leave something for our children.
That's right.
We go burn it right back up. Read this out.
James chapter 4 and verse 7.
Read on.
Submit yourselves therefore to God.
It says submit yourself. How many of you submitted yourself in the last couple of weeks?
Bring it out.
How many of you submitted yourself today?
Bring it out.
See, we won't submit ourselves. When you submit yourself, man, nothing bothers you. Yeah, things get on your nerve. I ain't gonna tell you that lie. But you walk through, man, you just knock it off.
Right.
Just like, you know, the golden arms. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. Golden arms didn't need a sword, man. He had what? Blank, 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 blank. Chopped up a sword with his hand.
Bring it out.
That's how powerful his mind was. That's how I take it. No matter what they throwing at you. How much You get in the mail. Is there any good news in the mail?
Bring it out.
In your email? Most of it's junk mail, ain't it?
That's right.
You get your ads on Wednesday, man, and food still high. It's nothing here that is going to turn your spirit around. But read that again.
Submit yourselves, therefore, to God.
This is what you should be doing.
That's right.
Some of you make excuses for every little thing.
Man.
Straight like that.
I seen some of the sisters and brothers out there in the guard, man. I see the things that goes on. We are trying.
That's right. Man.
We are trying. That's what we are doing.
That's right.
We fighting. But people don't want to fight with you.
That's right.
They want to sit around and watch you do all the work. And as soon as we raise the trophy up, here they come. They the one with the trophy. They the one all on the magazines and the newspapers, man. They want to be seen.
Right.
But when it's time to get dirty, and all of us don't want to get dirty. Read on up.
Resist the devil.
It's a resist the system. Resist the system. You know, you can live in this system. You can love your parents, your cousins, your neighbors. That's how I do it. But I ain't hearing that garbage they talking.
That's right.
I'm not hearing that mess, man. You're going to come with that, man, I'm going to change the conversation. You don't want that to happen, do you? So I try to keep it peaceful now, but read,
and he will flee from you.
And that when you dealing with this, and this is what happens. Once you dealing righteous, no matter what, people, hey, man, be on the phone talking about others. Once you start dealing righteous, they'll stop dealing with you. They'll say, man, he ain't hearing that. I better keep it 100. If you go to the barbershop, just go in there and get your hair cut. You ain't got to get indulged. If you know something, you can say something. You gotta be quiet. You just the beauty shop, you can speak. But don't just indulge them old wicked ass conversation. Yeah, my husband, he a lazy ass. Don't endorse that with that sister, man.
That's right.
Cause she probably wicked as hell herself.
That's right.
Bring that out.
Read on.
Draw nigh to God.
Draw near to God, read.
And he will draw nigh to you.
How you gonna do that? How? You better start reading your Bible, man.
That's right.
Because he don't know you. That's what he gonna say. I never knew you. Did you know him? Do you know him? See, you don't think about that, do you? You think about you can just getting a pass, man.
Bring it out.
You thinking it's just gonna be that easy. It's not. I'm telling you. You better start reading that book, man. Very important that you read. Read on.
Cleanse your hands.
Cleanse your hands, your mind. Read.
Ye sinners.
Read on.
And purify your heart.
Read on.
Ye double-minded.
Double-minded in this walk, man. That's why I say they ain't control of this Israelite thing, man. Bishop sent me something. I seen something. The guy in there that said, what was that saying, man? Let me look that up right quick. What was that, Bishop? Yeah, sent me the other day about the brother saying, I forgot what that was. You know how brothers are out here, man. And it's truth. Sisters too. No respect, man, because everybody thinking they got a Bible, they on the same level.
That's right. That's right.
Bring that out.
Let me ask you this: in school, did we all have A students? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Come on.
This nigga from ISUP came in.
Come on.
If you got your taxes and didn't pay tithes, you are not in the truth. I'm gonna send him a question mark. What scripture is that? Don't come running to General Yohana at the Passover trying to take a picture. We see you. This goes for brothers and sisters.
Crazy.
You got fans in this truth too now.
That's right.
Bring it out.
You got fans in this truth. I don't want you to be no fan of me. I ain't did nothing. But come here and gave me what the Lord gave me to give you. So why should I be put on a pedestal? This ain't about fans, it's about family.
That's right.
Read on up.
Be afflicted.
Be afflicted, man. Some of you need to start fasting and praying on your own.
Bring it out.
Right.
Some of you don't consider these things. When you're going through things, you need to be running to that closet. So you rather run to that wall.
That's right.
See, head first crash dummies. Y'all the dummies without the helmet. Fasting and praying is so important in your walk.
Right.
Quit. Read, dog.
And mourn.
Mourn, read.
And weep.
Read.
Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness.
Read on up.
Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up.
Some of us, we don't know how to walk in this walk, man. This is why the beast system still controls you. Because some of you haven't submitted yourself. It's not that hard. This is the easiest thing you'll do in your life. It's the easiest thing. It's so easy, man. Back to 2 Corinthians 10:4. It's so easy. But we'll fight. You know, like I say, I seen in the Boondocks, the dude had the book in front of the brother. He was pulling the exorcism on. Read! Read! I'm telling y'all, without you have no knowledge. You know why the Bible say you're void of knowledge? Because you don't like to read. I'm telling you something. It's the hardest thing to do. When you start reading that Bible, you'll start going to sleep when you first start reading it. Mm-hmm. You'll be sitting there, one eye just closed on his own. You're like, I know, I didn't tell my brains to do that. Then you find out the other eye gone too. And you wake up just holding the book. You still on where you started.
Facts.
That's the slothfulness that they don't put in your head. They didn't never teach you to read. We don't encourage our children to read.
That's right.
We got to encourage them to read instructions. Some of, like I said, you get that phone, man, your iPhone got many more functions than just what you know.
Big facts.
This is just, we don't read. Once we start learning to conquer, I'm going to tell you something. It's hard when you first start, but you got to fight it. It's like some jobs you go on. It's hard when you first started, but you got to fight it. When you got people around you that can tell you and teach you things, but you around negative folks, they go, oh, girl, I wouldn't do that. See, that's what they do.
That's right, man.
Facts.
I remember I was in Tennessee. I was working a job, man. I was an order puller at a warehouse. And I used to come home, my hand was like this. My cousin say, soak them in water. Give it about another week. Couple more weeks, I was in there flying. No more pain. See, anything we do, any change we make, it's going to be some pain to it. It's going to be some things you don't want to do, just like when you walk in the store, you see that donut hollering at you.
Facts. That's right.
You got to let go of that donut, man. Back to 2 Corinthians 10:3.
2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh.
See, we walk in the flesh, man. A lot of us, we walk in the flesh. Think about it. What do we see, man? We see things that our body wants. It's like that donut. Just like you see some on, they flashing all. And let me tell you something. They know each and every one of you. They running programs on you.
That's right, sir.
Now, I don't know if y'all seen Bishop class last week. And I know Thursday, I'm watching everything. His class, the count was at 2,000 or something. I wake up this morning, it was back to 1,400. I say, would you look at this? To make the people think that maybe people are not watching, that is crazy. That's how they do it. So they'll put these other camps in front of you. Is it still at that camp? Because I had a witness, I said, man, I should have snapped a picture. So you just have to watch how your enemy, you can be on any, let me tell you something. Husband and wife, don't let Facebook get you out the spirit.
Bring that out, man.
It's at 14.
It's at 14. It was at 2,000 Thursday morning. Because I'm at the computer all week long. I'm like, maybe they went to class Thursday and did something. I'm like, man, maybe they camp one-on-one. Maybe they just, I don't know. But you just start to look at what they're doing. You look up something on Yahoo or somewhere. You can be somewhere in Timbuktu somewhere and talking about something, you get back home, it's right there on your computer.
Yes, sir.
Be careful. If you're thinking somebody cheating, what you gonna do? You're gonna go to Facebook, they're gonna give you what you want.
That's right.
That's why I'm not on Facebook hardly no more, man. I told y'all to use it as a tool, not to use it to be a fool. Because what's gonna happen is gonna fool you.
Thanks.
You might get a pop-up from somebody from 10 years ago. You'll swear it was today. Understand what they doing, man? You thinking that this is warfare. This is warfare of the mind. We do not
war after the flesh.
We do not war after this flesh, man. And when you and you walking in that flesh, man, and your body is in weakness. All the things that you have done comes back and it'll hunt you. It'll hunt you. It'll hunt you. A lot of you don't know that. What you don't deal with in your past, it's always coming back, ain't it? Until you build your foundation with Christ.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And once you see it again, you be like, oh, you know how it is when you're in the hood. You be like, please. You know what it is now. But until you submit yourself to Christ, the beast system is always chasing you. It's like you falling off that mountain when you dream and you wake up. It's always chasing you. You'll run into an old friend. Somebody you probably used to do whatever with. It's chasing you, man. You better get spiritually strong.
That's right.
Because this is how they destroy people. You'll be on there on the news talking about, yeah, somebody was talking to me. And they'll be like, was nobody there with you? The delusion of the mind. And once you understand we don't war after the flesh, man, once you come in that spiritual truth, you're not dealing with it no more because you have submitted yourself to Christ.
That's right.
That's right.
Shouldn't be in here looking at no one sideways. Shouldn't be out there in the world looking at no one sideways.
That's right.
Right.
Don't worry about what people do, man.
Bring that out.
It doesn't hurt you, but read.
For the weapons of our warfare
See, the weapons of our warfare is the spiritual truth, man. This is our only weapon. Where are we going to go out with guns? Knives? And I see brothers out there posting that garbage, man. You shouldn't be posting your business.
That's right.
Facts.
You shouldn't be telling nobody what they already know what gun you got because you have to register when you buy it.
Right.
I mean, but you're going to tell somebody that's going to come. They're not going to knock. They just kicking the door in. Yeah, I know you got some merchandise in here because you all on Facebook advertising it to us. Use that social media for what it's for. Share these videos. Share this truth.
That's right.
Some people want to be in the bathroom where it stank at taking a picture.
Facts.
I don't understand why you're in the bathroom. That's the worst place.
Bring it out.
I seen a dude this morning, man. He'd come out the bathroom popping and locking. I guess they had free breeze in there or something. Cause somebody go in there and lay it out. You be trying to, hey, let me just get out of here. There's no oxygen left in there. Somebody ain't eating right. I'm just telling you the truth, man. For our weapon, it's just the spiritual truth, man. That's all we got. We don't need nothing else.
Right.
We turn down all these lies that don't build up for generations. But read,
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Our weapons are not carnal, man. It's not carnal. It's not that carnal mind that what we used to have.
Right.
Read.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
We got to pull down these strongholds that's holding us in bondage.
That's right.
That's what we're here to pull down these strongholds. Some of you just don't do no researching, man. Let me tell you something. Researching is it's medicine to the body.
That's right.
To know that everything it's just like Rosewood, right? Rosewood happened in what year? 1923. Did you know Florida governor at that time was a so-called black man? Did Rosewood even happen? Did we get any eyewitness accounts? Or did they just give us a movie and we ate it?
Bring it out.
See, some of you don't think, man. They give you what they want you to think. 12 years a slave. Well, that represent 12 tribes, wouldn't it?
Right.
They give you what they want you to think. No eyewitness, no historical records written. Nobody got any names. That's what we do. We TV peoples. We love the television. Give me Hebrews 4:12. It's fighting, man. You got to fight. You got to fight with your mind.
Right.
Your hands ain't gonna do no good in this system, man.
That's right.
You know, I was talking about messing with Bruce Lee. Man, Bruce Lee be gonna hit me with one of them super kicks or something, man. I might go back into my old self, Bruce Lee. You know you gotta go now, man. Y'all kill him, man. You know, Bruce Lee supposed been hit hard, didn't he? I'm out there talking, yeah, put him on up, Bruce Lee. And he don't kid me. I seen a dude yesterday. Dude went out to swing. Dude caught him with a kick, man. So you got to understand, man, something can take you out the spirit real good. Hey, Bruce Lee, we good, Bruce Lee. You know something about this truth, man? Skip on by my way, man. Read this,
Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. For the word of God is quick.
Hey, man, when you got the word the right way is so quick, read.
And powerful.
Powerful, man. Powerful. It'll tear down any stronghold.
That's right.
This is how powerful this word is. Think about it.
Yeah.
Being able to see your brothers and sisters for years, man. Try the generation. That's when you know your brothers and sisters. Read.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
Read on.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Let me tell you something, man. It'll destroy men and women when you got it the right way.
That's right.
Because what happens, I used to see it when we were out there in that corner. But we was out there teaching the wrong way at one time. Christ had to throw us down just like he did Saul. He had to bring us back into the truth. Because we came in following man.
Right.
We didn't come in this truth following Christ. And I apologize to people for that. But we glad we made that change. Right. And they see us out there, but they don't want to say a word, man. Right. They don't want to say a word, man. They don't want to say, hey, man. They over there at Onebody doing it the right way, man.
Facts.
But I love my elder so much, I can't, I'm going to die with him.
Bring it out.
They see what we doing, man. We're not out there teaching hate on the corners.
Correct.
We're not out there. We don't even go out there to set up like that no more, man. We don't want people to think we organized, we affiliated with that nonsense anymore.
That's right.
We out there to teach and reach.
Right.
Christ sent him to a city. He ain't tell him to go hold camp.
Bring it out.
They don't want to hear that, man.
That's right.
They don't want to hear the truth, man.
Straight like that.
You know, they looking for one of the brothers to be throwing up hand signal. He just don't did something, you know. They looking for somebody to say the wrong word, man. So they can go and make a video and share it 20 times. With 8 views, that's how many in one in each city. Read on up.
And of the joints and marrow.
And of the joints and marrows. And of the joints and marrow. Read.
And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
One who see clearly in the senses, man, in the mind. Once you open your mind to the right way to use this word, they don't want to deal with you, man.
Bring it out.
They don't want no one. And let me tell you something. They all see us out there. They see where we going. They know we going after to the elect, the truth, the chosen. We ain't out here for everybody that's out here that's just out here want to be a class clown. And what they call them a jester. Mm-hmm. Some of you don't even know what a jester is. Give me this next letter, man. Religions. Read that up.
All religions are alike.
That's all it is, man. They all alike, man.
That's right. See,
they all alike. Like you say, all the same. That's all they are.
Bring it out.
They nothing else, man. They all got one God. They all believe in one thing. They just got different doctrines. just to program the people. Read on, Doc.
You might think that all religions worship the true God.
Read on.
That all religions believe in the holy word, or even hold to commandments to live by, but this is wrong.
This is all wrong. See, the people that done been indoctrinated, it's hard to get them out that spell, man.
That's right. Bring it out. That's right.
Let me show you something. They've been, the TV you're doing this, you fall asleep. That's how they are right now, awake. That's all it is. It's nothing else. It's all been set up by the beast. And when he finds someone that is good with words, he's going to endorse him.
That's right.
How are you thinking T.D. Jakes got raised up? He was able to spin spells on people. T.D. Jakes is a good man, and when he teaching, he be up there hollering, sweating. He be up there sweating so much they water the grass at the T.D. Jakes church, man. That's how much sweat come off his head. But when you hear him, when you in the world, you'll think this man is a man of God.
That's right. That's right.
But when you raise his skirt up, you'll find out he's the devil the Bible talking about.
Right.
Read on.
None of these religions are true in the world.
None of them. Read.
While there are recognizable resemblances between religions, no single religion is teaching the true gospel.
There are none of them. None of them. Right. This is what's so amazing to me, that so many people's it's Christianity and it's Islam.
Bring it out.
And I'm about to do a class on Islam. Assalamu alaikum. See, they be thinking I'm lying, don't they? I got the credit. See, there's no evidence for an ancient city in Mecca, because Mecca is not an ancient city. And let me tell you something. Muhammad is a fictional character too. He never existed. Let me tell you something. Patros. Do you know Muhammad started in Patros? Did I say it right? And is that the land of the Edomites? Proof in the pudding. Proof in the pudding. See, the timeline doesn't add up. Nothing you know about Islam. Let me pour a little bit more out on you, wise guys. Let me see. Ramadan, they fast on the 10th month, the 9th day they afflicting their soul. Israelites fast on the 7th month, on the 10th day they afflicting their soul. Muhammad is Allah messenger. Allah just mean God. Yahweh Shai is the most high messenger. Islam go around the Kaaba 7 times counterclockwise. Israelites marked around Jericho 7 times. Islam pray 5 times a day to the east. But did you know that Muhammad went spoke to Moses and he started out at 50? But Israelites pray 3 times to the east. Hajar, Abraham was ready to sacrifice Ishmael. Where is that at? See, it's all plagiarized, man. It's all garbage. There's no Muhammad. And the Kaaba is nothing but a symbol, just like the pyramids. That's all it is. It's pagan worship at the highest.
Bring it out.
That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah, after my encounter with Allah Akbar Boom, I said, let me go do some more research. See, let me go do some more research. You come with that mess, I'm going to come, hey. You better, see, knowledge is so powerful.
Right. Big facts.
See, and this is not the only information I have. See, I'm digging in them. I could have dropped a video on them this week. I said, nah. Let me do a class on it. Because most of the people, they don't even know. Because Farrakhan, and why did they set Malcolm X up? Malcolm X, he was another agent too. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, Malcolm X on a TV and he just got out of the penitentiary. Mm-hmm. This was plot, plan, and everything else. Keep reading up.
All religions have the same core beliefs.
Have the same core belief. Read.
Some say that all religions teach the same core doctrines, even if they use different terms.
Hey, that's all they do, because Muhammad is just Jesus. That's all it is. He's supposed to rode a horse up to a high mountain. Do you know Mecca get most of their water from the Dead Sea or the Red Sea over there where they at? Do you know they import? Do you know they don't started planting olive trees over there when it was a desert? See, most of the people that go into Mecca don't know nothing about Mecca. Mecca was never a major trade route. Mecca is garbage. It's just a place where you go and you do your paganism worship. And let me tell you something, you can't say this over in them states over there, in them countries. You'd have to have that AR-15, man. Because some people, they go too far. And when you start bringing out information, they can't accept it.
Facts.
They can't accept that the Quran wasn't written until, what? 700 something, 800 something AD? No historical, no one knew this is Muhammad. The people that wrote it was not even in Mecca. This is straight madness. And I'm just like, why haven't no one brought this out? Why have none of these brothers that's got knowledge been on top of these things? So some of these brothers that's walking around here with that bow tie on to take it off. Read on up.
They use different terms, symbols, or narratives to do so.
They use different terms or symbols or narratives to do so. Read.
The problem with this position is that it is obviously false.
Read on.
If no religion necessarily has any single religious trait, both relate to one's feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. That is to say, all religions have the same core beliefs or practices.
It's the same core. They all in sin. Every last one of them are in sin. They have no trail. You can't find none of them. If somebody asks you where did the Mormons come from, they couldn't tell you.
Bring it out.
Ask them where Jehovah's Witness, when was it established? They couldn't tell you. Ask them any core beliefs of their religious beliefs. They can't tell you nothing. That's when they shut you down and say,
Bring it out.
you basically hating.
Bring it out.
This is what the beast, you see how the beast control our minds? It controls our parents' mind to control the children's, to control the next generation. That's what goes on. But read.
Furthermore, this requires reducing primary beliefs to secondary beliefs.
Read on.
Consider, as a case in point, two of the world's largest and most significant religions, Christianity and Islam. Christianity doctrine is based on that the laws are done away with.
Name me one church that teach you the law is still here. Name one. Name one. Name one that teaches us to keep the high holy days.
Bring it out.
They all in cahoots together, man.
That's right.
It
Read.
is certainly a core doctrine for Christianity, baptism, Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, and many others. Islam is all about the worshiping of Muhammad. But the truth is,
they worship Muhammad, don't they? And no one has got in history, it's always a writer there. It's always just like when Christ was here, Mark now was right here with him to be an eyewitness. Why can't they find one eyewitness for Muhammad? Where is his children's? What happened to his family? He had 9 boys, didn't he? No one questioned nothing. They just accept it. Because that's where we've been programming this beast system. And the people that's calling themselves Arabs are nothing but East Indians.
That's right.
A lot of you didn't know that, did you? Them are not the real Arabs, man. They're somewhere in Africa somewhere. I don't know where they're at. Read on.
it is based on Yahushua and belief that Ishmael was the chosen.
See, it's all based on Christ. Read.
And consider this, while both Christianity and Islam teach that God exists, most forms of Buddhism hold that God does not exist.
Buddhism, did you know Buddhism, where did it start? It started in Greek. See? Nobody knows where none of this stuff come from, but they'll follow it wholeheartedly. You got a lot of our Islam brothers that be downtown all around the world. They smoking blunts, they robbing, they whoring down. They ain't following nothing that Allah told them to follow.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
None of them been to Mecca to walk around the cobblestone 7 times, man. You know they got a little place where you stick your head in there, man, and you kiss the little woman part. You know what I'm saying? You bring your head back out. I'm just telling you the truth, man.
Right.
They go there they so-called purifying themselves. No, they go in there to put themselves in that lake of fire. Read on.
Israelite schools or camps also teach an antichrist doctrine.
They also following the same methods. They also are following the same methods. You see them out there in that corner? Let me tell you something. I know Brother Jacob was out there one time. They told him he was out there basically being a scoffer. He just asked him a question about the image. Where in the Bible tell us to make an image?
Teach. Bring it out.
Bring it out.
So if you question their doctrines, all of a sudden you the devil the Bible speaks of, huh? Read on, Doc.
It is not true that all religions teach the same core doctrine.
It is not, they don't teach the same way, they don't teach the same core, but it's all the same. Read.
While some religions do have somewhat similar doctrines,
They have somewhat similar, they all believe in one God. They think everybody, all you got to do, some of them confess with your mouth, you into the kingdom with Christ. Some of them teach when you die, you in heaven with the Most High. Read on, Doc.
it is all of the Antichrist.
This is all of the Antichrist, man. Read.
Other religions follow the same destructive and confusing teaching.
That's what they follow. Read.
The issue is not what the goal of a religion is, but whether what they teach is true.
That's what it is. Read.
This is true. There is some truth in all religions.
That's some truth. They got some truth. That's a God, ain't it? Seventh-day Adventists follow the seventh day, don't they? Think about it. Think about this, man. Romans 5:14. Understand, man. This beast system is a hard system on our people, man. You notice people used to be older. They getting younger now. They dying even younger. You don't even live out your whole life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Read this out.
Romans chapter 5 and verse 14. Nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses.
See, this is from generation to generation. See, death reigned from generation to generation. Read.
Even over them that had not sinned after the similitude of Adam's transgression.
Ones that hadn't been even born yet, but read.
Who is the figure of him that will come?
Who is the figure of him, Yahweh to come? When you think about it, man, Moses started writing in 1400 BC. John finished writing in 96 AD. 1,500 years of writing. And you know what? The Israelites didn't even have the Bible then. See, you go back, maybe, what's this, 2000, you go back 500 years, Bible was too expensive for people to even buy.
That's right.
So you had to go to someone to teach you. And the people that taught you was all wicked.
Bring it out.
That's what happens. That's what happens. When you don't know. Revelation 13:1. When you don't know where you've been fed from, you don't consider. Somebody never even questioned the teacher, but in the truth, they'll question you to death.
Bring it out.
Teacher right, man. Teacher got a book. We got a book too. Read this,
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy.
Let me tell you something right here, man. These 7 heads are not talking about Greece, Rome, Spain, France, France, Germany, Russia, and Great Britain, man.
Bring it out.
What you said?
That's what I'm saying. But they run with it, man.
Bring it out.
And the 10 horns is not talking about the EU.
Teach.
Come on, man.
This is what Israel be teaching, man. They've been teaching us spoiled milk.
That's right.
Facts.
You know how they used to tell you, I seen an old commercial, milk does the body good. It was this little girl talking to her little brother. Yeah, I'm drinking milk when I get older, and every time she talking, she growing past him. Knowing that that milk killing her.
That's right.
Milk ain't never done the bones any good. Some of you believe that, don't you?
Bring it out.
Bring that out.
Why do cows don't continue drinking mama's milk
Bring it out.
if it was that good? Boy, the beast system is hell on us, ain't it? And you got these Israelites, man, that'll run around here and swear by this. This is talking about 7 countries.
Bring it out.
Give me Revelation 17 and 9. See, let me show you something. The Bible got the precept for it. Read this.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 9. And here is the mind which hath wisdom.
And this is the mind that has wisdom. Read.
The 7 heads are 7 mountains.
These represent 7 rulers. Read.
On which the woman sitteth.
With the horse cities. Read.
And there are 7 kings.
That's what it is talking about. 7 kings. 7 kings. Do we know who these 7 kings are?
Bring it out.
Julius, Augusta, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius. Read on.
5 are fallen.
5 have already fallen. Read.
And 1 is.
And 1 is Gabal. Read.
And the other not yet come.
Not even yet come. Why are we still believing these lies we getting fed, man?
Bring it out.
Bring that out.
See, some people can't let go of them 7 countries, man.
That's right.
They can't let go. Because sometimes once you've been fed something, it's hard for you to let go of it. See, you've been told you're black all your life. Sometimes you still tell somebody I'm black. Jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12.
Let's see what the 10 horns, the 10 horns was, man. Read.
And the 10 horns.
The 10 horns, read.
Which thou sawest are 10 kings.
These are 10 kings. This ain't, man, I mean, they really go really deep in there when they talk about the EU. Read.
Which have received no kingdom.
They haven't received the kingdom yet. Read.
As yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
1 generation with the beast. One eternity. 1 lifespan. They're going to receive their power, man. This is how the beast does. He said, everybody you see that's ruling in these countries are set up by the beast. It is no president or no dictator for the people. It never will be under this beast system.
That's right.
Read.
These have 1 mind.
These have, why can't we get 1 mind, Israel? That 1 mind is to destroy you. And people say, oh, we're going to flee. Where are we going?
Bring that out.
I can't speak the language over there. I have a hard time with English. No hable. No konnichiwa. I'm just telling you, man, we're going to have a hard time. We don't know what the street signs say. The car you drive on the opposite side. Man, we're going to have hell fleeing. Where are we going? Read.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
They're going to give their power and strength. They're going to honor the beast. Just like most Israelites still honoring this beast.
Right.
Just like Christianity and Islam are honoring the beast.
Right.
Read.
These shall make war with the Lamb.
These going to make war with the Lamb. They all going to hate Christ.
That's right.
They all going to hate Christ.
Bring that out.
They're going to make war because they're going to set up a system where they never teach you the truth. Nowhere. 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 Back to Revelations 13 and 2. Nowhere will you learn the truth and study, you come up into the body.
Right.
And let me tell you something. A lot of you, God, the beast, the white man. Let me tell you something. Y'all, they need to get off that diet, man.
Big fact.
I am so sick of this white man thing, man. I have no problem with the so-called white man. The problem I have with people that look like me.
Bring it out.
We in Walmart yesterday. They got something at the wrong price. We go to the register. The lady said, okay, I'm going to give it to you. Guess who stepped up? Somebody that looked like us. No, we can't do that.
Bring it out.
I mean, what did she have? Stock invested with Walmart or
Bring
something?
it out.
Well, why would she open her mouth? She was about to go home or something. She just stayed back. That's who you be having problem with. Because everybody think everybody in the hood. I have some on there too.
Bring it out.
See, the Chinese arrived in large numbers on the West Coast in 1850. They arrived in Hawaii in 1778. That's why you see most of the people's eyes over there look slanted. They reached Baltimore in 1785. The Japanese also reached America in 1890. The Philippines also come to California in 1587. You know, you had the Asians American invented. They invented this term Asian American in 1960. But we don't be knowing nothing, do we? We just all regurgitated. And then once you get the information, it also changed with you. See, because there's no written records, you ain't got no written records to prove what you're saying. Read verse 2.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
This is leopard. What represents what? What does a leopard represent? It represents something that'll tear you into pieces, man. He's a predator. He's a hunter. Read.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
You ever seen a bear claws, man? His claws look like my fingers. Man, I seen a bear grab somebody, man, and went to shaking that person. I'm like, man, he out of there. I know his neck had to be snapped. They was all in the zoo training the bear. Bear tired of this, them poking and pinching him, man. The bear want to go out and catch him some salmon or something, man. Go out there and court him a couple women and sleep during the winter time. They got him up all year long making money for them. Just like they do us.
Right.
We don't get a chance to rest, do we?
Facts.
You can pay on your cell phone bill 20 years. AT&T would not give you 1 month free. Beasts don't got no love, do we? Read on.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
A mouth of a lion. Read.
And the dragon gave him his power.
And the Pope. You have to understand the Pope is the one that's ruling and controlling. Y'all don't see people bowing, but did you see the Pope bow down to them dark people, man?
That's right.
The Pope so old, they was having to use a wheel ramp to get him off the floor, man. He been down there and kissed their feet. But when you see presidents, they go over there and kiss the ring, don't they? See, the people that's in real power, you don't even know. Because y'all think of the Rothschild or the so-called white man, them are not the original Rothschilds.
Bring it out.
So y'all been bamboozled and hoodwinked and everything you know, but you don't know nothing. Your knowledge is their knowledge, what they gave you to think. And the dragon gave him his power. Read.
And his seat.
Read on.
And great authority.
You thinking these people ain't got great authority over us? You and people be out here, we the peoples. No, you a citizen. A citizen don't have rights.
That's right.
That's why you see people running out there getting their head split. Give me Habakkuk 1 and 8. We got to wake up, people. That's right. You know, we've been asleep so long, man, that sleeping is good.
Bring it out.
I used to see people be sleeping in the daytime, be like, how they do that? How people go to sleep in the daytime ain't did nothing all day? Read that out.
Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 8. Their horses also are swifter than the leopard.
It's swifter than the leopard. Read.
And more fierce than the evening wolves.
Hey, man, they say they like violent tyrants, man. They violent, man, when they come down on us. Look at that train that derailed up there in that Palestine. The poor one, the local income was about 20,000. Houses about 80. See if you can find a house around here for 80,000.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Why did they want them peoples out from around there? Something they want to do.
Right.
See, they already plan things before they make them happen.
That's right.
Then they telling the peoples the water okay to drink, but every fish in the little pond dead.
That's right.
How you gonna tell me something safe to drink and the fish dead? The beast don't care.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Facts.
Just like they telling you they sending all this money over here to Ukraine, which was Khazarian. But what about the people, all these people living on the streets right here in America?
Bring it out.
Right.
Y'all don't understand, the beast system don't have no love. The beast system only love the 1%.
Right.
That's why you never see them on airplanes. They got their own private planes. The beast system, man, is only for the 1% and their family members. That's what y'all really don't understand. But read.
And their horsemen shall spread themselves.
They're going to spread themselves for all over the world, read.
And their horsemen shall come from far.
They're going to come from far, read.
They shall fly as the eagle that hasteneth to eat.
They're going to eat and destroy, man. And they're going to teach you nothing but lies. No matter what television station you watching, you can be watching Mexico station. They're going to be speaking in Spanish, speaking nothing but lies. We got that heat on?
Yeah.
Y'all cold, man? Somebody give me my fan back here, man. Man, y'all can cut that heat off right quick. You know? Y'all cold, y'all coming in here to get some heat, man. We'll give y'all the heat you need. You out there too.
Right.
You sitting at home, turn your thermostat down. It's getting hot in here.
Bring that out.
Everything we do, they rob us at, don't they? Some of you just love to be robbed, don't you? I didn't even know that a salesman, when you put your down payment, that goes into his pocket.
That's right, sir.
Bring it out.
Facts.
I mean, give me Daniel 75, man. I have never seen so much pain and hatred. Man, I just see people out here, and I just be wondering, what are they doing? Read this up.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 5. And behold, another beast.
Another beast, read.
A second, like to a bear.
He was just like a bear. When you understand, these was the Persian Medes, man. But it's just comparing them to a destructive kingdom. Read.
And it raised up itself on one side.
And it raised up itself on one side. Read.
And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it.
You know, these 3, this is the southern kingdom, man. They are to destroy us, man. All nations are to destroy us.
Right.
They don't have no love for us, and y'all don't have no love for yourself. Low self-esteem in this truth, man.
Bring it out.
Walk with your chest out sometimes, man.
Right.
Wow.
When I'm out in the public, man, I'm like walking the world. You ought to see the heads. Who's that? When you got that aura about yourself, you believe. Ain't nothing they can do, man.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Then they look at you, be like, why he got them little shoestrings on his hanging off his shirt? Some people know what these are.
That's right.
Because I'm going around now, and people like, Shalom. They ain't even stopping, Shalom.
Big facts.
I just keep moving. I was in the line Walmart. Lady turned around, I didn't even know she had a little dress on. Shalom. It's getting out there, man.
That's right.
It's getting out there. Let's read this line. Jump up to verse 4.
Verse 4. The first was like a lion.
Read on.
And had eagle's wings.
It had eagle's wing. It was like Babylon. Read.
I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked.
Read on.
And it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man. And a man's heart was given to it.
You understand? What is man here to do? They're here to destroy, divide, and conquer. That's what they're here to do. These beasts was just represent man. What they do, they set up all these things for us. You got strip clubs. Brothers go in there. I don't understand. I never could understand how you pay $20 for somebody to dance on you for 3 minutes.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
I don't understand. Some things I'm retarded at, man. Forgive me.
Bring it out. That's right.
And the girls be in there dancing for dollars. If you ain't dropping a C note, get the bag away from the stage. You know how many dollars I'm gonna have to, some rapper, where them dollars at? Where them C notes at? Where that land at or something?
Facts. Big facts. I need that D.
Man. You know, what they do, they teach us, and these rappers, man, and I heard a brat pregnant.
Yes.
I almost fell off the balcony. I'm like, how can a man get pregnant, man? And then there's 2 women's.
Man.
So the other woman got the other woman pregnant? This is something new. This is something I don't know, y'all. This is something new.
In vitro.
You know, like they say, man, how to make it rain. It's something new I don't know about, man. I know I'm at the game. I'm just trying to learn some things. Cause I know it's crazy out there. Give me 2 Thessalonians, man, 1:8. I just be trying to learn, man. I'm still learning. If you're not learning, man, you should be learning until you hit the grave.
That's right.
Read this out.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 8. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God.
You thinking God is not using these people to punish? You thinking the Most High and His Son ain't in control of everything?
Bring it out.
So when you're not keeping the commandments, sisters, when you don't think, brothers, when you react, when you're not grounded, when you're not understanding, when you're not communicating, this judgment can come on you.
Right.
Read on up.
And that obey not the gospel of our Lord Christ.
Read on.
Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord.
Read.
And from the glory of his power.
You understand, man, the judgment? Who's in control of these peoples? And let me tell you something, man. They have no shame in their game. And y'all thinking it's just the way. What I'm seeing now is more black mayors, more black chiefs of police.
Bring it out.
See, I'm seeing this thing.
Bring it out.
See, y'all ain't seen it. What are most school teachers are black now?
Mm-hmm.
See, college professionals. So you get, man. That's who speak for you. Jesse Jackson. You got all these people that don't care nothing about you.
Facts.
Black Lives Matter don't care. They buy $1 million home.
Bring it out.
Facts.
Nobody care about you, man. You got to learn to love yourself. And this truth, that's what happens. When you don't take the time out to learn to love yourself, you'll never submit yourself to Christ.
That's right.
Because you thinking a Dooney and Burke or some Gucci are going to get you somewhere where you going. It's not. It's not. It's worthless.
Big facts.
It's worthless. Revelation 9:1. Understand, man, the Lord is punishing us. Some of these people, they don't, the albinos, they don't care about getting punished. They jump out of planes. Now, hold up. I just seen somebody from Oklahoma, some lady, some mother jumping out of a plane. You got children. They can have a gun to my head. You gonna jump out this plane now, gonna put me down right here. Cause I don't want to have to see myself dying. See, you didn't think about that, did you? See, you jump out that plane, you gotta look down. Oh! You gonna do that for a minute, man, before you hit that ground. Gonna put me out of my misery right here, so then you can kick me out of here. I'm gonna tell you something else. You don't want to mess with that ocean either. It's quiet, smooth, nice, and beautiful, ain't it?
Yeah.
Don't slip off a ship out there.
Facts.
Think about it.
Straight like that.
Water calm and cool. Why so many people drown? Beautiful, man. Go out there and fish. It's all kind of ways of losing your life here. Some of you don't even really consider submitting your life.
Bring it out.
Bring that out.
We want to question everything that have nothing to do. If you ain't been in here from the beginning, you gonna understand. We have translated, man. We have translated from that one West to Christ.
That's right.
We have evolved.
That's right.
So when people's in here, the beast system is the chip. My hand go to shaking. What is a chip gonna do? I can go get chipped today and still get to the kingdom because I keep the commandments.
Bring it out.
Tell me, what is a chip gonna do? Oh, I can go to the vending machine and get a soda water. Click, click, click. I can get in my office building. So I guess the chip is the remote too. Because, when we was young, we used to have to get up and turn the TV.
Yep.
Right.
And when the knob stopped working, the pair of pliers did the job. Tell them, Jebhthahisrael. The pair of pliers, man. Yes, sir.
In Whole Foods, you can use your handprint to purchase things.
Why can't you use your handprint?
They just take a picture of a handprint, you put it up, and you can purchase that.
Oh, so now if you committed a crime, they'll know who you are, huh?
Yeah.
Listen at this beast system, man. Tracking. They can track you through your eye. Do you know when you go to jail, get out of jail, they take a picture of your eye?
Right. Retina scan. Yep.
You walking around downtown, they know who you are.
That's right.
They monitoring us, man, because they know more and more people are waking up. Read this,
Revelation chapter 9 and verse 1.
read on.
And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth.
Come down, Christ, read.
And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit.
Read on.
And he opened the bottomless pit.
And he opened the bottomless pit, read.
And there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace.
Of this false doctrine that they push on us, read.
And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit.
And the word of Christ and the congregation was darkened by the reason of the smoke of this pit coming from the earth. Read.
And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth.
They coming out to devour, man. This is what they do. They send their ministers. This is your LeBron James. This is your TD Jakes, man. They are like these locusts the Bible is speaking about. Read.
And unto them was given power.
They was given power to rule over peoples, for peoples to worship them, man. Read.
As the scorpions
As the scorpion, as the wicked, read.
of the earth have power.
They have power, read.
And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth,
They're not going to hurt the word of Yah, read.
neither any green thing,
Anybody that's purity following Christ, read.
neither any tree,
Read on.
but only those men which have not the seal of God in their forehead.
Y'all better understand that them men that got the seal of God, man. Some of you still got the seal of the beast system in your mind today. Some of you don't even understand you walking charcoal.
Bring it out.
Some of you don't understand, man, because you're not taking this thing serious. When I first came in the truth, man, I used to go watch classes. See, I can catch a 2-hour class. It was going to be 6 hours. Why so long? Because I'm stopping it and I'm going through it. Just like reading film, like in that film room.
Mm-hmm.
See, the bishop will tell you, you got to go to that film room, man, if you want to study. You don't go to that film room, they're going to destroy you. You better be stopping and clicking. When that coach in there, click. Hey, see, yeah, you was out of position right there, huh? You see, you missed that block right there.
Mm-hmm.
You got a star running back put out for the season. Give me another lineman in here. Coach, I'm going to listen now, coach. You know that check ain't coming in next Tuesday. Y'all better understand, man. Y'all got to take this serious.
Right.
These people's are out to destroy you, your families, your children.
Right. Bring that out.
They have already destroyed the generation before us.
Right.
Why give them more power? Why give them more souls? They walk around proudly. Did you find that mark, man? That mark of the beast video. Give me Revelation 13:3.
The one that Dallas Israelites.
Understand, man, when you're reading the Bible is not a hard book to read. It's a hard book to read when you've been implemented into the beast system, because you're gonna read it the way that they want you to think. They didn't teach you the way the words meaning in school. They wanted to make sure the words that they taught you, and we had to learn the same word over. How many classes did we have to learn how to spell sandwich?
What channel was it on?
It was on that channel. It was probably there. And when you think about it too, the words that they teach you in college is not the word they teach you in high school. Why? Why? They'll learn you how to spell sandwich in school, but they'll never tell you about the word dilemma. They'll never tell you about these words that when you go to college. See, that's a little bit higher. They want to make sure you really, truly buying in. See, a lot of you can't go take these civil service tests. You'll flunk them because you don't know the college lingo. Some of you never had a syllabus before. You don't know what they do, how this beast system is organized to keep you on the bottom.
That's right.
That's all it is. You can pass your CDL test, because they need truck drivers. I'm probably go get me some CDLs. You know, you understand some of the jobs, just like trying to get brothers to understand. We need to be having brothers step up in here. Hey man, run for mayor.
That's right. Bring it out.
This is where we need to start attacking the system. We can't run to the corners, man, and be out there. We got to start elevating our game.
That's right. That's right.
Get behind someone that's in this truth that we know that can make some changes in the community. Most of these black politicians here, councilmen here in Dallas, 90% of them in jail or in the penitentiary. Because guess what? They always selling out for their dollar.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, leave right there. Read this.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 3. I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
You understand when Western Rome started kind of falling a little bit? See, Western Rome was weakened by all the wars that it was perpetrating on everybody. All the nations that it was controlling. But you still had Eastern Rome, which is the Byzantine Rome. Read.
And his deadly wound was healed.
His deadly wound was healed. Why? He started conquering other countries. So once you start conquering other countries, you start building yourself back up. You start implementing the same system. Read.
And all the world wondered after the beast.
All the world wondered after this beast. Read.
And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
They worshiped the popes, man, which gave power to the emperors and kings. Read.
And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast?
Who is like unto this beast, man? Who is like unto these peoples, man? These black Edomites that these so-called Israelites think are some so-called red Edomites, man. They have given all their power to some that, just like Muhammad. It's the same thing, ain't it? Because they're going to swear up and down that these Greeks and Romans were so-called white people. A lot of people didn't even understand that the white peoples and us got along at one time.
Right.
There was no beef between us.
Right.
But when the beasts rise up, he set up a system and divide them and make them hate each other. Let's put them over them and let's pull ourselves out of the picture and they'll go after them. Most of you go to work, your boss is a so-called white man, right?
Bring it out.
Because they have been put in power. A lot of you go by some of these parks, these industrial parks where they have all these buildings with no name on them. They get all the government contracts. You go into your black communities, they are coded out where you can't even put business in there. Except liquor stores, clubs.
Right.
See, the beast system is a system to hurt you. And once he implemented, like I told you, all these different races in these communities, why are you thinking all these different so-called black peoples in this community? They'll never get along because they're not all the same peoples. They don't all have the same spirit. You can't wake up in the morning and kill somebody over 50 cents, can you? Read, Doc.
Who is able to make war with him?
Who is able to do battle with knowledge, with words? Who's able to do battle? You can't go to war with these peoples, man. Put your little 22 up. It is not gonna do anything. You got an AR-15. How many bullets do you got? They make them and they got unlimited supplies. You know, I seen this one movie, man, where they was sending little bugs and they was over there. They was sending little fly in there, the fly in there recording everything. Let a fly come in my eye, but he getting smashed. Sitting up in there recording something. But they got all kind of technology that they don't even teach us about.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
Facts.
You know, they probably watching us through the cameras themselves. They can get in there, man.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like what they watching us today. They seeing what's going on. They see everything, but y'all don't want to stand up. See, one of us they can break. Many of us, they can't do it.
That's right.
That's right.
They come out doing, we got you. But see, Israelites like to go out there and be individualites. You're out there by yourself, man. You're out there in a war you can't win.
That's right.
Because the majority is gonna crush you soon. All your ideas that you believed in, that you thought, they're gonna start to deteriorate because you're not around people that's spiritual anymore. That's what happens. When you out there by yourself, man, I've been through it. When I left that other school, I was out there by myself. I was in there making videos, though. I was in there doing something. I kept my mind. I stayed in the house and fast. I stayed away from people. Because guess what? I can go down in the hood, shoot. What's going on? Oh, man, y'all, they're out there having a party. Easy to draw you back in. You don't have too many ones. Somebody don't pass you something. You don't even thought about it.
Bring it out.
When you weak in the spirit, you got to stay away from these things. But read,
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies.
You thinking of blasphemy, all these different religions, all these entertainment, the same thing they did in Rome, the same thing they did with the Colosseum here. Those are churches. Those are churches. People go faithfully. People won't even come to the truth faithfully. People still treating the truth like Christianity.
Bring it out.
See, you can go to church on Sunday anytime you want. You can quit, go to another church. So they won't come in and find themselves. They'll get lost back out there in that world. That world gonna destroy you. That's what it's set up to destroy your children. We got to be a light. Read,
And power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months.
This is people thinking, I'm like, they say this is 303 years and a half, man, or 42 months. This come out to be 3,500 years, man. Read.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God.
And he opened his mouth. How many generations, how many years have they been set up in power when they had control of the Bible all the way back to the Bishop Bible? See, the congregation never had the Bible back then, man. King James time, they never had the Bible. People call him King James, Jacob Knight. King James was an Edomite. Because King James, I read King James' memoir. King James celebrated Christmas, birthdays, and all these other things. You thinking these Edomites ain't out here speaking about Christ in some form of way? What was his son, Charles I, right? Who was his other sons, Charles II? And what was they doing to the peoples? They was oppressing them.
Right.
We'll raise things up with that black icon, Russian icon book. Them are nothing but black Edomites in that book, man.
Bring it out.
We need to stop showing homage to the beast.
Bring it out.
Anybody we see a black, oh man, that's us. No, that's not.
That's right.
Get that out your head, man. We've been on the bottom, man.
That's right.
We like Drake. We starting from the bottom, man. They thinking, and I'm gonna tell you something now, there might be some Israelites that might have been put into power, but they're gonna be hand-checked. In the beast system, man, you got to buy in. Moses, go in that video down some. I want to go down some. It won't show you right there, I can see. Because I want to show you, man. It's a hand. They let you know who they worship. There, just started right there. There it is. Just play it. When you see, man, everybody do this.
They got the billboard on. Right.
Yeah, this is what they showing you who they are, man. They love Jay-Z. Is this Denzel? Is that female? Look, man. This is the 10% I'm talking about. Look at here. What are they doing? The serpent. Let's play. Yeah. They indoctrinize us, man. See, don't tell a secret. And where you thinking they get all these corporate jobs? They do. All they gotta do is put what fraternity. If they somebody, hey, yeah, we bringing you in. Politicians, governors. Skip past that. Look at here. They all the same, man. It's none of them different. What did Malcolm do? The same thing Malcolm do. He let you know who he's with. Look at here. The game is on us. That's That's enough, man. Back to where we at. Verse what?
6.
Read.
To blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
They blaspheme us, man. They want to make sure they keep us. Who face that they put on there? We commit a crime. Some other people commit crime. You won't even see who they are. They never even tell you who they looking for.
That's right.
Read it out.
Their job is to make sure they make the peoples hate you. Make the peoples not believe in you. Make the people believe. And when the people come from across out of other countries, they teach them about us. Do not affiliate yourself with them.
That's right.
Do not associate yourself. Why are you thinking none of them do?
Read it out.
And then find that video where the man was calling himself white. Well, it's on there. It's the Egyptian guy. And when he told him he was black, he could have lost his job, his career. It should be right. It should just skip down and go down. It's the recent one. When you understand this, that they made him check off that he was white. Now go to the Onebody, the Israelites History Truth Channel. Just click on it. It's going to be the video. You're going to see the Egyptian guy. When you understand the power that what they do out here, the beast system is set up to control you. That is right there, number 7, right there. Now go down a little bit. Go down a little further, about the middle. About right there. Now play it.
Visualization that I'm white.
Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit more.
I became U.S. citizen in 1985. In this country, when I first came, I identified myself as Arab American and Muslim first, and gradually I became to identify myself as black. I came to the U.S. in 1978, and I became a U.S. citizen in 1985. When I became a U.S. resident, I was told by the immigration naturalization that I'm white. And I told them that I'm black, and they said, no, in this country, you are white. All Arabs in this country, all Arab immigrants are white. I didn't pay much attention in the beginning to this, because in the Arab world, we identify with our ethnicity first as Arabs, and then with the race second, as black or white or whatever. But in this country, you identify with your racial group first, and then with your...
Hold up, what did he say?
You identify with your racial group first, and then with your ethnicity second. Gradually, I became black first and Arab second. And I rejected my white classification publicly for the first time in 1987, in February.
Listen.
As a panelist in a function sponsored by the Association of the Study of Black Life and History in Detroit. I said that I belong to two minority groups. I'm Arab American and Black American.
Confusion.
I'm richly black and ethnically Egyptian. I was harassed by my employer right after that. I work for a white school district. The superintendent is white. All the associate superintendents are white, even though that we provide services to 30% black population. But the organization is white and the approach is very white. The attitude towards me changed completely after I went out publicly and rejected my white classification. One coworker came to me and told me, a white coworker came to me and told me right after.
Hold up, he said a white coworker.
That he met with the superintendent, and if I don't keep my mouth shut, my educational career is over.
Hey, that's all I need on that, man. Y'all don't understand. You're in a beast system, man.
Bring it out.
You at war. These peoples are making sure you got a ceiling on every job you go in. You can be the janitor. Read out.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
It's given unto him to make war with us. You don't have to shoot nobody, man. I seen this one guy, man. I was downtown Dallas last week. I was gonna see he had a little Confederate flag hanging out. Well, one came onto my channel and he was like, yeah, man, you know, you got all that wrong, man, you know. Pale means white. I said, so I hit him with the video. I ain't heard nothing back from him. Because I got a pale video. Pale do not mean white. We got to get out of these English words that we were taught in school to fool us and go back We got to go back. We can't just fight them with what they gave us. How you gonna fight your enemy with your knowledge?
Bring it out.
You can't fight an enemy with what they touch you. He gonna defeat you every time. Read on up.
And to overcome them.
And overcome them. Read.
And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
You thinking this, the people don't be thinking that the black Europe. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. You go into some countries, you'll see them. Sometimes you're in that airport, you'll see them. You'll see their children. They won't even talk to you. So they've been taught not to deal with us either. You ain't never heard about the big house? Y'all better understand, man. Y'all fighting a war with what you've been taught. You got to fight a war with what you go and research.
That's right.
And figure out, did they lie to me? We've been lied to so long that we just accept lies.
That's right.
We endorse them. We promote them. We go out and we teach people these lies. Now we teaching people the truth. People get mad because we say any race or nationality can come in our school. Why are you mad at us? Are you paying the bills in here?
Bring it out. Bring that out. Bring it out.
Are you the one? You don't know what these brothers do for this Passover and stuff? You don't know what they out here doing? You don't know these brothers making that trip down there to take care of the animals? Brothers out there staying, brothers out there. You don't know. But you're going to tell us what we can do. But you won't go tell nobody else. See, that's the mind of a crab. They always want to pull you back in the bucket because they stuck in the bucket.
Bring it out.
It's a lot of crabs in this truth, man. They don't want you getting out the bucket. No, man. I got my fringes. I'm looking good down here. Think about it. Think about it. This man is control of all kindred tongues and nations. Oh, give me 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. See, this is our job right here, man. See, we got to go and reveal who this. You know, when you go to that Israelite Truth channel, man, I'll tell you something. Just like I told you about the Bishop video. They fudge the numbers, man. So they make it interesting where the person, you know what, most videos you watch, they got much numbers, rap videos, they got 2, 3, 5, 10 million. Cause somebody done been in a hurt situation, you know, one of them old love songs. See, we don't just try to utilize our mind and fight through what we got to fight through. See, I learned people, they don't fight because it's a lack of knowledge. But read this up.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
What did the boss high just say?
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Any means? You thinking he gonna deceive you by coming and bringing guns and, you know, you got these brothers out here talking about concentration camps and you're in a concentration camp already, man.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Some neighborhoods you can't even go into. You can't even leave the country without a passport.
Right.
The whole America is a concentration camp.
Bring it out.
You can't afford things here. And whatever your address is, that's your block number, your cell number, your social security. You understand this, man? How they done played these games on us so long that we affiliate ourselves with them now. I knew I had forgot when I was born. My wife told me, I was like, why you tell me that? I didn't want to know no more. I forgot. Once you don't do those things anymore, you forget. Some of y'all be waiting on your thing to come around, don't you? Be waiting to look at Facebook so you can be like, yeah, appreciate you. Gave you that little itty bitty trophy. That's how we are. And I see that in people, man. They love to be stroked. That's how the system is. It rewards you for being wicked. The most wicked you are, the better the paycheck is. Read,
For that day shall not come,
That day of Yahweh shall not come. Read.
except there coming a falling away first,
A falling away, man, from the faith. Read.
and that man of sin be revealed.
See, nobody knew. Everybody, the white man did all this. The white man, that's all I hear. Prove something to me. Prove something to me. Prove something to me. You know they control both wars. They control both sides, don't you? They already send your plays in. Okay, Germany gonna attack on this side. You attack on that side. They got both playbooks. You can't win at that game. Because it's the bankers and the elites that benefits off these things. Because guess what they do? They sell their weapons of destruction. You got to get out of that small mind state. You thinking that Tuskegee thing that they did? You thinking that's the only thing that them done?
Bring it out.
They putting poison in our bodies all the time. Most of your food poison.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. All that food got bugs in it. And I can prove it to you. You better start waking up, man.
That's right.
And stop being slothful, man. Hey, man. Hey.
That's right.
You probably be better off sucking a lollipop than eating a steak.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you the truth. If you ain't controlling your own, they controlling it. And they don't care what they feed you. Because ain't nobody can tell me they ever seen a McDonald's farm.
Bring it out.
E-I-E-I-O. Where they getting their food from?
Bring it out.
Show us their potato farms, because they fries, man. You know, we used to go cuckoo over the fries, man. You get into a fist fight over McDonald's fries. Show us where they getting their potatoes from. And where's Chick-fil-A chicken farm at? Oh, man. I be just like, okay. They don't know. Read on,
The son of perdition,
the son of perdition, read.
who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
He's your God, man. That's the beast. That's your God.
Bring it out.
Some of you love your God, man. Some of you go run into Master, man. Master, they over there teaching that truth over there, man. Contacting the FBI, yeah, they over there, FBI wise, man, they ain't doing nothing. Just like what they did with Pilate with Christ. What is he doing? We ain't doing nothing. We ain't hating on nobody. We out here teaching the truth now.
Right.
The way that the Spirit is leading us.
That's right.
And when you doing that, man, do not like it. They have that banana in their mouth. And you understand all these camps going to eventually have to come to that. They might come to their stance soon and realize what they out here teaching is lies. That's right. Because
Big facts.
even these Ethiopians, when they say Queen Sheba, can somebody show me the country of Sheba in Africa?
Hey.
Could somebody show me that? I can show you where it is in the land of Shem. So don't get caught up, man. See, I know. Type it in your Google search and you'll find out where it is. It's not in Africa. See, we believe anything because we cuckoo for lies. Daniel's Revelation 17:5. We cuckoo for lies, man. You know, we used to be at the barbershop, man, talking about this and that. That's what they want us to do. That's why they have the professionals, the amateurs, Pop Warner, Pee Wee. They started as young, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
We out there smashing each other up, man, for a trophy. I used to like my trophy, man. I put them in there, make sure they didn't get dusty and stuff. Then all of a sudden, they all got lost. You can't travel with them. Your medals, you wear. They give us medals in track. They reward us, don't they? And we can't take them and spend them on nothing. Read,
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
You got to understand that these people, really, when you go into any country, This is what they do. But see, y'all don't know about the uproars that's going on. Some of them so-called white folks ain't going for it in some of those countries. They tired of it.
That's right.
So they raising up. See, the only time we raise up when a white cop shoot a black guy, we're gonna go out and holler, no justice, no peace, and go right back to sleep. We go right back to sleep. We go out and loot and get us some Nikes and stuff. We good, man. That's the time to get Gucci, ain't it? You can go and get all the free stuff you want. Ain't nothing in your neighborhood already, so you can't even loot in your own neighborhood. It's crazy. It's crazy that there is no business because it's not because of people don't want to do business with you. It's the stigma that they don't put out, and it's the people that's in those neighborhoods that's getting over on each other. So nobody want to do business. That's why they don't want to listen to us, because they thinking they're gonna get the same old bamboozle hood job done on them. Daniel's 12:4. They thinking they're gonna get the same game ran on them. That's why we got to continue pounding, and you brothers got to continue growing, and you sisters got to continue believing.
That's right.
We got to keep fighting.
Big facts.
This thing here ain't over. This ain't a sprint. Some people come in here, and I tell you, man, when the truth, I used to see brothers, they wanted rank. They wanted to be captains over 1,000. And at home, they beta male over nobody. They at home getting Kurt Angle. Think about it. But you'll come out here and you rule over brothers. Rule over nations. It starts at home. Get your house back. Get your mind right. That house is talking about you. Because what are you? You the head of the house.
That's right.
Read this up.
Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words.
Set up the word. How did he do this? Read.
And seal the book.
And seal it, man. Read.
Even to the time of the end.
In the time of them awaking again. Read.
Many shall run to and fro.
They're gonna go cuckoo. Read.
And knowledge shall be increased.
Let me tell you something. Knowledge can't be increased unless you read, man.
That's right.
You can't run around here talking about Christ. They do it in the Christianity. They'll tell y'all, I love Christ. Pull out that blunt or that crack pipe and go blast their mind. They'll tell you they love Christ.
Facts.
And go right in there with another man and go in the room with another woman. They'll tell you they love Christ.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's the tradition ways. To speak with your mouth. Not put, what are you supposed to do? Reading this Bible is like food. You eat it.
Sorry.
It become good in your belly. The things you don't want to do, that's when it become bitter. So you can't do the things you want to do. Give me Amos 8 and 11. Show you something. Read this,
Amos chapter 8 and verse 11.
This is what it's talking about, sealing it. Read.
Behold, the days come, said the Lord God,
Read on.
that I will send a famine in the land.
He said, I'm going to send a famine. A famine. What kind of famine did he send on us? Read.
Not a famine of bread,
Not a famine of bread. Read.
nor a thirst for water,
Read on.
but of hearing the words of the Lord.
That's how you seal the Bible up, man.
Right now.
People's are doing everything else, man. They want to go to the Coliseum and see somebody get killed. That's the same thing with what we're doing today, man. Read,
And they shall wander from sea to sea,
they're going to go from nation to nations. Read.
and from the north even to the east.
Read on.
They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord.
You got a lot of people that run into these churches, man, that they thinking they're going to be fed Christ. And your pastor's set up, man, and some of these Israelites, just like they see them out there, man, everybody's not out there living this.
That's right.
You got pretenders with fringes. You got guys with 2 wives that don't follow no scriptures. You got guys out there that don't speak to nobody, but they don't follow the scriptures. You got guys that tell you not to speak to nobody, they don't follow the scriptures. So they are part of the beast system too. They'll tell you this started with One West. This ain't have nothing to do with One West. This all started with Christ.
That's right.
How you gonna give a street name the credit?
That's right.
It don't make no sense. So you got to watch what they saying to you. Read.
And shall not find it.
And they not going to find it, man. When we woke up, man, we was searching, man. Something ain't right. We out here hating each other. They making rap videos about each other.
That's right.
We're going to find what we found out in that word, the same hatred, man, until Christ pull us back down, man. Read.
In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
They're going to faint for thirst, man, because once the word is sealed up, they're going to be looking, man. They're going to be looking, man, and wonder why they can't find Christ. Your spirit knows, man. It's just like when we was younger, we used to cut our pants up like fringes, our shirts up, not knowing we doing something spiritual.
Get out.
Some of us probably like certain numbers. I used to like the number 12. Didn't know why. That was my number I wore in sports. Some of us, we do things and we don't know why we even do them. Let me move on, man. I'm going to skip a little bit. Give me Revelation 13 and 8. Let me move past. I always do it. And like I tell you, man, we didn't have a baseline. Everything in here going to be even taught even better. See, when you're going up and you ain't got a baseline, you ain't got nothing that you can go on, it's got to go on the spirit. And you see, the younger us going to teach even stronger. Y'all supposed to be stepping up. Read,
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him.
What are they doing? No matter what religion you in, you're going to follow him. Read.
Whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
You hear what that word just say? Whose names are not written in the book of life. Their names are written in the book of destruction. It's hard for some of our people to understand, man. Keep reading out.
If any man have an ear.
If any man have an ear, read.
Let him hear.
Let him get some understanding. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Read on.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
I know they take this and say this is slavery.
Bring it out.
Every time.
This is how the Israelites use the scriptures, man. They use them to torture peoples. What sword is he going to be killed by? He's going to be killed by this word.
That's right.
And we're going to have to take his mind into captivity because we got to teach him the truth.
That's right.
Teach them what the word of God is.
That's right.
See, this thing has all been about slavery, ruling over people, being rich, kings and queens. It never was about Christ. See, the beast system controls everybody. And these guys, they go out in them street corners and be out there pulling this stuff, man, and can't get your precept to bag it up. Give me this other letter, man, the Antichrist system.
The Antichrist system of control.
Read on.
The mark or followers act as a seal for the followers of the Antichrist.
The mark is nothing but people that follow the beast system. That's all it is. What's good is in putting a chip, and you tell these guys how much data is going to be on that chip. They couldn't tell you, man. They couldn't tell you who going to program the chip. And where can you go get your hand put in a machine and get your chip if it go out? Why they ain't got chip center set up? See, it doesn't make sense. Just like with the ships. When did they start it? See, these are all the new terminology, things that they just giving us. And these guys, man, they go crazy with it. They go crazy with it. And then once you put it on there, you can just, I seen the title, I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna run up. It said UFOs. Shit. I mean, they was coming out the sky like on a Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I gotta get him. He didn't teach you the way I thought he was gonna tell me. Read on,
And the spokesperson for the Antichrist.
These are the spokespersons for the Antichrist. Read.
This beast is a symbol of the worldwide political system.
Read on.
Which rules over every tribe, people, tongue, and nation. The citizens do this by giving worshipful honor to their country.
And to their country? What people? You see most people riding around here with a flag on their car, don't they?
Bring it out.
Find that in the mark of that video, Moses. I wanted to show. What did they teach us to do when we was in school? Turn to that flag. Most people hanging on their house. You think about it. You go to the stadium, what you doing? Everywhere you go, they programming you. But read.
And symbols.
And symbols, their religions. You know what? Whatever country you in, that's probably whatever religion that is on top. That's what's controlling the country.
That's right.
Read.
Nationality has become a denomination or a form of religion in the modern world.
You know, when you ask somebody their nationality, they'll tell you they Seventh-day Adventist. I didn't know God created a baby from Seventh-day. Or Christian or Baptist. That's their denomination. That's their nationality. Read.
The mark of the beast has a spiritual application.
Read on.
We have been immersed in man's system, which is belief, faith, trust, reliance, and hope.
That's all what we believe in, man. Everything. You know, you watch the movies. I'm watching a movie last night, and I know how people get. They want you to get emotional, get attached to it, and believe. You know, they send their airplanes in, and they come in and destroy the bad guy. You be then the bad guy watching some movie last night. The bad guy coming in, he all wounded and stuff. You feeling for him, man. I ain't feeling for none of that garbage no more. It's just a movie. They play on your emotions. Read.
We already have the mark branded into our minds and behavior.
Man, school. Whatever you want to think, man. School. It started with the churches, schools, television, college, internet. Read.
Our concern after our awakening is to overcome and get rid of those foul spirits.
Those foul spirits, read.
Enslaving the mind of the people.
That's all it's doing, is enslaving your mind. You believe in $1, read.
Anger and hostility, driven by self-centered competitive pride.
That's what we are, read.
Constitute man's family characteristics.
Read on.
His spiritual mark are on us.
It's on us, read.
Dividing nations, ethnic groups.
That's what the Israelites are here doing, the same thing, read.
Families, as well as the greater church of God.
Read on.
Contrasted to the hostility, cunning, predatory nature of the plotting and planning of the beast system.
Read some of this stuff, how they really control you with that money. Read.
Acts of controlling the people.
Read on.
Federal Reserve Act of 1913.
That was one of the major ways, man. You heard Gaddafi saying they wanted to get their own money. They went in there and burnt this whole city down. Tore his whole country up. Saddam, they went in there and burned it down. They go ahead and get that oil, though. Read.
Social Security Administration began numbering and cataloging its citizens in 1935.
Welcome to your penitentiary number. Read.
The churches.
The churches, read.
The school system.
The school system, that's the training and programming where you get, read.
Entertainment system, such as sports, music, and actors, keeping the minds from thinking for themselves by distraction.
That's what they do. That's why they got something all year long for you, don't they? You don't do nothing on your own. When have you done something for yourself?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Name me something you did for yourself.
Bring it out.
You under control, your mind. Read.
Government.
Government, read.
Governors, mayors, senators, judges, police, and courts. This how you control the 89%.
If they want to get out of order, we're going to punish them. Or we'll put them in the chair. We'll give them the electrocute. We'll electrocute them. We'll teach them to be evil, and we'll punish them for what we taught them to be. Read.
Monetary system.
Monetary system, read.
To control the people to serving them only.
In God we trust on all your money, ain't it? It's talking about the beast. So that's why you see the little rappers, man, they don't know. They don't be knowing. And you see now these children's out here, man, sacrificing themselves for the beast monetary system. Robbing and killing each other. For what? To get that 15-minute high.
Bring it out.
Read.
Internet system.
Read on.
It's for every wicked thought.
You know that internet, man. Some of you guys get on that internet, boy, and some of that stuff pop up. Big Booty Judy be popping up, man. You'll lose where your focus. Man, I was researching something. They don't have to do it. They got the people doing it for themselves now.
That's right.
That's right.
That's how much control they have.
That's right.
The peoples are doing it. They sit back like this.
Yep. That's right.
Facts.
Oh, man. Revelation 13 and 13.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
This is from his kingdom. They'll tell you this is thermonuclear missiles. Nobody even seen a thermonuclear missile, man.
Bring it out.
And they've been had these under the ground for over so many generations. Why they ain't leaking and destroying it, whatever they is sitting in? Why is somebody ain't teaching us? They got all the movies. They show us everything that they want us to think.
Bring it out.
It say, and he does great wonders. That's deceptions. And make it fire come down from heaven. What is this? This is, matter of fact, give me that, man. 2 Corinthians 11:14. This is all it's saying, man. Don't get too deep in what they pushing out here, man. They're talking about they finna about to have another war. They finna have a nuclear. They had this stuff down at the Bay of Pigs down there in Colombia.
Bring it out. Right.
They've been had this stuff, all this. There's gonna be. They say Russia got a nuke that'll blow Texas off the map. Man, Texas is a big place. What kind of missile is this? I mean, how much fuel does it take to get here? It's gonna run out of fuel before it hit Texas, ain't it? Drop right into the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, it's become a laughable thing, man, a joke. Read this.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 14.
Read.
And no marvel, for Satan himself
no sign, no wonder. Satan himself, read,
is transformed into an angel of light.
A messenger of the beast, man. But they'll tell you they're a messenger of God, man. Read.
Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
You're going to think that these people's telling you the truth, man, because they got money.
Right.
Joe Osteen ain't never opened his Bible and his church always full.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
I don't understand.
Bring it out.
The man ain't never opened his Bible and his church is full. That's showing you how strong this system is. T.D. Jakes ain't never taught about a high holy day in the Bible, but the Potter house is always full. You got some of these actors come in there and put the golden hand on T.D. Jakes and the man wear a dress. That's showing you how powerful this is, man. We want things that's emotional, make us feel good. We don't want the truth. See, we've been separated from the truth so long that it's bitter to some of us to let go of this system. Go to Revelations 18:4 right quick. Let me show you something. What the Most High tell us. Read this right quick.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Once you start getting the right information, this stuff will start making sense to you. How many of you still are partakers of the sins of America? How many of you still dibbing and dabbing? See, put the hand down. We'll talk after class. I'm glad you being honest, because there ain't gonna be no more hands rising here, man. Tell the truth.
That's right. That's right.
That was Moses' ex-friend that tell the truth. Tell the truth, came down there and messed with her so long that she had a stroke telling the truth. The Lord will deal with you, man. The Lord will deal with you, man.
Right.
Read that again for him.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying,
you're hearing these messengers, these brothers in here teaching, just like don't have no other God before me. Read.
come out of her.
They say what?
Come out of her.
Now continue partaking in these lies and these things that's going on in this beast system. Read.
My people.
My what?
My people.
Read on.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
Some of you still dibbing and dabbing and sin. That's why you can't get right.
That's right.
And you want to point fingers at somebody else that's living right.
Bring it out.
Bring that out. Bring it out.
Think about it. Revelations 13:4.
Bring it out.
We getting caught. Now this is talking about all this stuff, man. And verse 11 is talking about the beast coming out of earth and had two horns, man. That's the Pope and the emperors, man, the Antichrist. We got to get out of that. That's talking about the Democrats and Republicans. They didn't even have that information back then. I mean, we was in there eating, boy, and they're taking notes. I can't wait to go to the corner with that one, man.
Big fact.
Read on,
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Of those deceits. How is he gonna How's he gonna deceive you, man? How's he gonna deceive you with a nuclear bomb hitting on the ground? What good is it? It's no gooder than your Apple phone. By controlling your minds, man.
Right.
That's how he deceives you. Controlling your minds to control your children's. That's why you got peoples in the truth and people that's got mates outside the truth, and you'll see the difference in the child. Your children don't want to listen to you. Because the beast system, it can be good. You got the birthday cakes, you got the parties, you got Christmas, you got New Year's Day, you got Valentine's Day, you got all these holidays. Cousin Day, Siblings Day.
Figure it out.
You got something for everything you want to do. Mother's Day. You don't call mama on, Mother's Day, she be hot at you, don't you? Call her the day after. What do you want? You didn't call me yesterday. But think about it. They did a job on us, man. They don't need no threaten us with nuclear bombs. And then if they kill us all over here, where we going? Why are we being punished with the ungodly? It don't make sense. And if Russia had a nuclear bomb, why haven't they shot one? Russia under the same control as America under. All these countries are under one authority.
That's right.
The one world order been in place. We be thinking they bring it into one world order, one religion. It's all the same. Did you get it today? Read.
Which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
He had power to do in sight of the beast. These ones that he set in control. Read.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast.
And they said make an image to the beast. Why do these camps do the same thing? Why do they got images of themselves as Christ? Why do they got the Jewish star still walking around here with it? I thought it said do not emulate your oppressor. But they'll pull that on a sister with blonde hair. And they'll cut her out there and be out there. And they got the same Jewish star on that the Jewish peoples wear.
Yeah.
That's a double-minded person, ain't it?
That's right.
Read.
Which had the wound by a sword.
Hold up. Which what?
Which had the wound by a sword and did live.
And did live. How did he deceive us? Give me that in Isaiah 47:12. This thing, man, if you read your Bible, it's like a beautiful song. Read this.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 12.
Read on.
Stand now with thine enchantment.
What do they use on us?
Thine enchantment.
They'll show you David Copperfield, somebody with magic.
Bring it out.
They always showing you these things, somebody walking on water. They show you this is just deception. But we believe it. They'll show you, just like you see your America Got Talents, America Idols, these are set up for them to bring in their agents up. How did Fantasia be kin to JoJo? We never knew about nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was already a signed contract. See, in the same shows they have here in America, they have cross seas. All of television shows you see here are the same television shows they get from over there.
That's right.
It's nothing new under the sun, man.
Right.
They're running the same game. I don't care if they speak it in Spanish, French, whatever. It's the same thing.
That's right.
Right.
We don't get it. That's what's so crazy about this thing. When you have the greatest opportunity to stand up and be great and be known and be seen,
Right.
some of you still got your head down low because somebody's still telling you something great about this place. Name me something great. Show me something great about what happened to us. Show me some change since the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 1700s. Show me something that have changed in this place. You can't show me nothing. It's the same program. They just enhance it, upgrade it. Make sure. Read up.
And with the multitude of thy sorceries.
Sorceries. Deceiving the women's, the men's, to thinking other things, other way. They taught us how to be thugs, criminals, whores. They never taught us how to be godly peoples.
Bring it out.
They never taught us how to be righteous, love each other. They taught us how to hate each other, and we still eat that stuff.
Bring it out.
They never taught us anything good about us. Never gave us 1 month, told us that's our history, and gave us all agents. And we supposed to accept that. We supposed to pull them down, pull their lies down. We don't accept what they give us. We're the chosen. Read,
wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Read on.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail.
They gonna prevail. If so, if they continue, they thinking it's just gonna keep getting them some little juju beads or something. Give them what they want. I'm telling you something, man. When your mind weak, you'll fall for anything.
Right.
You fall for anything. Back to Revelations, man. Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy 11:18 right quick. Let me show you something, man. All they do is flip the script. These guys always talking about a mark chip and all this stuff, man. It's a shame. And then they want to make videos of you. I don't care about them making video of me. It don't bother me. I know you're sick, I ain't making video of you. Unless you keep tap dancing, then I might have to come pull your gold shoes off. I don't like to do those kind of things, man. I want to be able to sit down and show love and talk to each other. We can't even go there yet. Read this,
Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 18. Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart and in your soul.
In my heart. This is what they're basically saying about this chip, basically. Read.
And bind them for a sign upon your hand.
And bind them for a sign upon your hand. What we binding upon the sign of the hand? These words. Read.
That they may be as frontlets between your eyes.
That might be in your mind. Read.
And ye shall teach them your children.
You shall teach them to your children. Read.
Speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
They thinking what they doing the opposite of it. They teaching our children the beast system, man.
That's right.
Making them players to this system by their body of work.
That's right.
The game is on us, man. The game is on y'all out there. Stop letting them run game on you, man. Stop buying the box of bricks.
Bring it out.
You're so eager to eat something, man. You're so eager to get over.
Bring it out.
Everything ain't gonna come to you easy.
That's right.
That's what I have learned from that land. That land will put you on your can, man.
Facts.
Bring that out.
But what I learned as a unity, we're strong as hell.
That's right.
We can move mountains, man, and not even have to beat her. Because that's brotherhood, man. That's brotherhood. Give me 2 Corinthians, man, 10 and 5. Yeah, get this other stuff later, man. Think about it. Read this up.
2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 5.
Read.
Casting down imagination.
This is what we casting down, these lies that y'all imagined for. These things that y'all drew for. And you better be out there hitting that like button and smashing and sharing and liking these videos, man. Hit that like button right now. I'm talking to you, the one sitting there. Yeah, you. Make sure you hit it. Don't have me show up there. Read,
and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Everything that have been elevated and they taught us against the knowledge of God. Read.
And bringing into captivity every thought.
Every thought. Every thought. Every thought. I tell you from the beginning, this is a thinking man game.
Right.
If you ain't thinking, man, you just repeating what you've been taught.
That's right.
Read.
To the obedience of Christ.
We should do everything to the obedience and to Christ, man. The beast system, it is set up to control your mind. You ain't got to go to war with people. Once you have control of their mind, you can scale. You can tell them the mosquitoes got a malaria disease that's going, if they get stuck, you won't see people come outside.
Bring it out.
I'm just telling you, man.
Bring it out.
You can tell them anything, man. But you ain't gonna tell them your water system is already poisoned.
Bring it out.
Some of you drinking acid water.
Bring it out.
Right.
You know, they don't tell you that. But they'll just see how much fear our people will accept. Our people will accept it. And you tell Allah, act like boom, man. You know, this Quran, man, I just didn't know that there was so many holes in it. Y'all make sure y'all submit yourself to Christ in all that you do every day. Every day you wake up in the morning, submit yourself. You got some thoughts in your mind, submit yourself. You got sometimes your mind, it controls you so much that you don't even know it's controlling you. Because some you might think it might not even be what it is.
Right. It's a fact. Big fact.
See, I thought Moses could dance until I seen him dance.